We've got Sara on the line. Sara, good morning. Tell us about your recent date with Mark.
Okay, so I went on what I thought was going to be like an amazing first date with Mark. We've been texting for kind of a long time, like 6 weeks.
6 weeks of texting before you met?
Wow.
Yeah, there were just a lot of like crazy scheduling things, I guess.
Okay.
So we finally met at Chow, and it was just a disaster from start to finish.
Wow, you went to Chavo, so that's good. Kind of fancy, chose well. So what went wrong? How was it disastrous?
Everything went wrong. I was running late because I couldn't decide what to wear, and I was nervous. But then when I got there, he looked kind of annoyed. And then he started talking about his fancy job and his recent travels, and I just felt like small, you know,
Like, kind of like he was bragging?
The thing is, I don't think he meant to brag. Like, he seemed a little nervous, too. My headspace was not good. But, okay, so we ordered, and I just got, like, a simple pasta because, like, money is tight right now. Mm-hmm. And he ordered this expensive dish, and he wanted to share wine, but I said no because I couldn't afford it.
Did you tell him that money's tight right now?
No. I just got laid off.
You just got laid off? When?
3 days before the date.
Oh.
And I haven't told anyone except my family. I was like too embarrassed to cancel. And I didn't want to tell him the truth. Like, that's such a bummer on a first date. So I just pretended things were fine.
So sorry to hear that. How did the date end?
Well, the check came and I could like see him hesitate before paying, and that made me feel even worse. And then we had this really awkward goodbye, and I haven't heard from him since then. I just, like, the chemistry was there, and I could feel it underneath all of my anxiety, and I think if I could just explain what was going on and kind of be a little bit removed from it, like, I think we could be really great together, and I just need a second chance to make a better impression.
We'll give Mark a call, and we'll see if we can hopefully help get you at least a second date, huh?
Yes. Thank you guys so much.
Just stay on the line, okay?
Thank you.
Matchmakers.
We got a hold of Mark now, and he's agreed to join us on the air. So good morning, Mark. Welcome to Matchmakers. Brian and I want to talk to you about your date with Sara from last week, if that's okay.
Oh, God. I can't believe she called you guys. Look, it wasn't a good match, okay?
Sara said that you two had amazing chemistry, and you were texting for like 6 weeks. So, like, what happened?
Honestly, I don't know. She was just kind of completely different in person. She barely talked the whole time. She ordered the cheapest thing on the menu. She refused to share a bottle of wine with me. Just looked really uncomfortable. And I just felt like I was like, I was on a date with a completely different person than the one I'd been texting with.
Here's the thing. We have Sara on the line as well, and she wants to explain what was really going on. Sara, are you there?
Hi, Mark.
Hi, Sara.
I wasn't really myself that night because I was going through something, and I was just too embarrassed to talk about it.
All right, Sara, why don't you tell them what you told us when you called earlier?
I got laid off 3 days before our date, and I was freaking out about money, and you chose this expensive restaurant and started talking about your success, and I just felt like such a failure. I couldn't afford to split the bill. I couldn't afford wine. I could barely afford pasta, you know?
Why didn't you just tell me what was going on?
Because it was a first date and we barely knew each other, and you seemed really put together, and I was honestly so mortified and thrown off, and I spent the whole night like trying to pretend things were fine, and I wanted to engage, but like every word you said reminded me of how much my life was like falling apart, and then you hesitated before you paid the check, and I
didn't hesitate because of the money situation. I hesitated because I could tell you were miserable, and I thought you wanted to split it. Like, I was just trying to read your signals.
So, Mark, now that you know everything that was really going on, what do you think, man? You want to give Sara another chance?
I don't know.
I am so sorry, Mark. I should have just told you what was happening. I was protecting myself. I barely knew you in person.
Yeah, but after 6 weeks of talking, you felt like you barely knew me. Like, I feel like that just says that, like, you don't really trust people, you know?
You're punishing me for having trust issues and being scared?
No, I'm not punishing you. It's just I need somebody who can be real with me even when it's hard. Like, you seem like a great person, totally. Like, I really do like you, but I just don't think we're compatible.
Wow, so just like all of that build up and 6 weeks of connection doesn't mean anything because of one bad night?
It's not about one bad night. It's about, like, what that night showed me about how we just handle problems differently. Like, I honestly, I really hope you find somebody who makes you feel safe enough to be vulnerable, but I just don't think it's me. I'm sorry.
Well, thank you guys both for being part of the show. I didn't see that comment. It looks like we unfortunately do not have a match this week.
I'm sorry, Sarah. We really tried to help.
You did. Thanks, guys.
I'm sorry, sir. Like, I wish you all the luck, and you know, I just hang in there.
I'll be fine.
101.9 WDEZ.